And let's go. And this is literally um, just another battle in the station set of attempts. I'm hopeful, but I'm always hopeful, and that doesn't correlate with my success. There's been less of a wait between this time and the last time I did it. Maybe that will improve things. Probably won't. So let's just see how it goes. Realistically, I spend way too much time avoiding hits early game. Like, I could just... I honestly should just charge in and just do triple attacks. Makes a lot more sense. Like, this is really useful when getting things where I want them early on. Yeah, so that was actually a fairly quick second round. And this is slow, but oh well. That was... Yeah, that was, as I was even beginning to say, yeah, that was such a stupid idea. I'm surprised. It was a stupid idea. I'm surprised I died to it. Okay, that was much better than that should have been. And 30-second first round, not bad. And this was gonna. How did that not end in disaster? should not. That should not have worked. That's a really, really quick first 2 rounds. Well, alright then. Oh, shame. I'm throwing. This could have been a new record. Oh well. I should have kept running there as well. Honestly, this could still be record pace. This is probably a misplay. I need to head back into the centre. No. Oh yeah, this is a new record. I mean, I lost a ton of time, but there we are, under 3 minutes. Yeah, I lost so much time on that. Kind of goes to show what's doable. What's that? Okay. I'll play it relatively safe. It involves probably running over here to bait the sentries. A little bit better. Too much effort. I'm just gonna smash it before the spiderling can reach me. Yeah, okay, I'm not touching that. You'll lose aggro. Yeah. It will come within range probably, but it doesn't matter. Oh, hello. Alright, not bad. Heal up. I'm gonna 1v1 these with the speed strat. Won't be under 5 minutes, but like I said, I'm gonna 1v1 these. No, that's not worth it. Let's just ensure I get only one at a time. I think this is where I want to start the next round, because nothing spawns over here. Okay, view, but as long as I get this, heal up, there we are. Oh, I got a bounce off of a bullet. Bullet bounce would be a good name for that trick, actually. De-aggro that. Said I'll de-aggro that. Heal up and run. It's not too bad. Got way too much stuff on me at the moment, so I'm just gonna go over here. Smash these guys. De-aggro most of that, because there's not too much over here at the moment. There we are. And I can take out those mechs, and then I can get started on writing out the remaining enemies. I may have aggroed that spiderling, but I should have de-aggroed by running over here. Yeah, okay. I played a little bit risky with the way I dealt with the hammer storming earlier. I shouldn't really have done that. That was a premature use of a healing cherry. I didn't need to use that, but I'm glad I did because... Nope, no, back off. I nearly got a lunge attacked there. And I should finish it off here. Alright, now, what do we have over there? Okay, should be able to bait this out one at a time. That shouldn't be too difficult. So I believe the hammer stromlings have a slightly larger range than the spiderling. There we are. And we're not doing too badly. Assuming I can take this guy out, which is a non-negligible assumption. No. Yep. Shame. That was one of the best runs I've ever had. Nice. Did I risk that? Yes. Does it really matter? Nah, early enough in the game that even had it gone wrong, I'd have lost, what, 30 seconds of my life? Not a bad first round, not a fast one. I'm trying to remember what I did last time we made this next round so good. I don't quite remember. Oh no, I remember. I pulled off a stupid jump attack that should never have worked. Very much like that one. Back to differ. Heal up. Saved by the mech. I'm not exactly being very grateful for that subsequent murder of the mech. Let's just save this. Where are the remaining enemies? Clicked out. Remaining enemies. Where are they? Corners. Not going to be anywhere near as good as that last time. So that's a nice trick if you can manage, if the setup just happens to work, where you have an enemy run directly underneath you whilst you're ground pounding. I did not pay attention to health. Was too busy trying to go for speed. And such. Rip me. Getting a little bit better at those. Oh no, okay. Oh no, that was... Might still have been a... I don't know if it's quite a record first time. That was a good first time. It could have been a record had I ground pounded sooner, I think. Oh no, not quite. Not too bad though. Yeah, that's a pretty good run as well. That was so stupid. Yeah, that guy will follow me over here. And again, pretty good time. Assuming I tried to heal up there, but I was in the middle of an attack sequence. Okay, I'm just going to aggro these two. Make certain I'm... Yep, there we are. Right, the two over there. Okay, got both of them. That ground pound did not work. Wow. It was quite impressive. Had I not fallen down, I think that might have worked. Okay, gonna hope I aggroed those. Okay, I'm gonna try the same thing again. Doesn't hurt to work on improving these strategies. No, back out. That is such a dubious strategy. Where's the one remaining? Is it the corner one there? Yep. Ah, well. Slower than ideal, but could be worse. Aggro these. I need to look at exactly how far I need to go in order to aggro them. I'm trying too hard for speed. I need to slow down. I kind of knew what I was doing there. I was well aware that was a stupid decision as I did it, but times like that where the big one would be actually incredible. Okay, do I aggro from here? Yeah, I do. Okay, it's good to know. I've already messed that up. I'm just gonna have to circle and pick off. Oh, interesting. That's manipulation. Okay, this is going to be the run I play it safe. If I die here, I'm not allowed to make the excuse that I was risking it for a better time. I mean, you can tell that I already am risking it for a better time, but... Did I aggro those? Yes, I did. Okay. Where did I miss? Is it? Oh, I didn't get... oh, I know what happens there. Sorry, I did see that actually. I lost aggro on them because I ran too far. I think this may be, honestly, something of the gold standard of how you do it. Get into a position where you aggro loads of them, and then just normal attack as they arrive. And as long as their arrival is staggered, then you're fine. Actually, if had I run further up here, that could have worked really well there. So I think maybe that's a good strategy. Heal. I spammed heal, but okay. Despite everything I said, I'm not going to use this as an excuse, but I'm now in the habit of trying to be fast, and that's what and it's the fact that I'm not getting out of that habit that's killing me. Okay, no, I've got to reset myself. I've got to go back to being incredibly careful because we had that one really incredible run near the start, and I think I'm trying too hard to replicate that, and I don't need to. Worth a try. Yeah, that was me playing it pretty safe, and I didn't get much worse of a time than I often do. And that looked like me playing risky there, ground pounding, and I guess it kind of was, but I had less of a choice. I could have run and de-aggroed them. Although I don't think you can actually de-aggro all the Stromlings on the map at once. I probably could have de-aggroed enough of them, though. Especially if I run to the west safe edge. Okay, I do want to try and ground pound these. That will remain aggroed to me. All these in. Time that well. I did not time that well. I knew there were only 4 though, so I did have some sense that was safe. Honestly, I knew that was safe, but it was probably a bad habit. It's probably a bad habit to even when it's safe. I need to train myself out of going for those, because the fact that I could put it off when there were 4 there, like another one could have run up. It didn't. It didn't, and probably wouldn't have, but I can't guarantee that. Well, all right. And again, that was one of those cases where bad habits are dying hard. That was cool. That's one of the higher jumps I've ever managed to get. I'm not going to say no because I said higher, not highest. I don't know what the highest one would have been. And wait a second, this is a really strong time. Let me get this end. Where's this spatling? Spatling is central. Okay. That's actually one of the more annoying positions that could spawn, I guess. But I can live with that. And that's why I need to be more careful. There. It's a bold play. The one I think I can manage. No, no, no. Ooh. I've gotten better at dodging those than I was to start with. Seriously? That hit. Oh no, that's bad. Okay, good. That was stupid. Okay, that wasn't perfect. I definitely would say I messed up quite badly there. But I guess part of this is also learning to recover better from messing up. Ow. So I need to be in the attack. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so there I went too far forward. Okay, so remember, taking it very slowly. I'll probably have one hammer stromling aggroed onto me. No. Okay. So this corner, yes, I'm saying corner about a circle. This is going to be my safe zone. That's where I should retreat regularly. So I should be able to de-aggro that hammer stromling, for instance. Yep. Use that to help me take all the mechs. Honestly, I'm probably take that hammer stromling out safely. So let's do that. Come on, come at me. Ow. Heal up. That didn't really go according to plan, but it didn't work out too badly. Two Stromlings, one mech. No, okay, no, got to be more Stromlings than I'm not counting. Mech, not mech, Spitling aggroed. Good time to retreat. No, I considered smashing the. Where are the other? It's one other. Oh, it's another Spitling. Forgot about that. And here goes. That probably was a bad choice to use that, but oh well. And should have it on this cycle. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's not mess up the spiderling this time. These guys, even in the worst case scenario, should not be a problem. I mean, I have died to them multiple times, so they should not be a problem. Also, just to show just how good a run that last run was, that run, I was coming up to this spiderling on around 5:30. Oh, interesting. That's a strat. Okay, you're gonna do that. Heal, heal. Again, I was in a... So I knew in time that I had to heal, but I was still in the attack animation at that point. Okay, gonna try stagger the rivals. No, that did not work. I really feel like that could be a good strategy though, but I need to not aggro as many things. Like, that's pretty efficient. There we are. Ah, no. Oh. Not too bad. It's not incredibly good, but... And we just got the edges. That was fairly fast for clear out the centre. But only because I didn't aggro the edges, it would have... Oh, no, I've... Okay, I missed the bottom ones as well. That was a nice example of the collision with the Stroming itself causing me to land my ground pound. It's fine. There are 4 of them there. That's safe with full health. There we are. Not an incredible time, but not too bad a time for that round. Where is... Barely anything in the centre. I should remember that about this round. Doesn't get much clumping in the centre. Okay. Heal, heal. Wow, I'm bad. But a good time. Okay, so my aim for today is to make it past that one strongly mech in the corner again. It is a case of I just need to safe it well enough. I want to be a little bit of a safer distance from the hammer stronglings as well. No, no, no. Oh, I should have kept fighting. I shouldn't have. I, in theory, could have kept fighting, but that would have been a bad choice strategically because I couldn't have reacted in time. Or it's not something to beat myself up about because, like, the number of, if I actually ever tried to use that as a strategy, the number of times I would just mistime it and die would be far more. So it's not worth even considering it as a strategy. Let's get to safety. Oh, great. That's going to be actually quite annoying to fight these two off as they'll knock me back. Not too bad. Okay. Okay, yeah. One mech. Hammer stronglings. Yeah, that's all good. I'm gonna fight that spiderling first. Quickly. Quickly. That's fine. Look at that. There we are. Okay. I'm not going to count that as a misplay because I did know that I had my healing cherry coming off cooldown. Well, not coming off cooldown, off cooldown. And here we are. See how much easier it is when I play it. Not, I was going to say when I play it safe. No. When I'm not an idiot. Okay, well, that was bad, but... No, heal. Alright. Here we reach the part where one mistake gets me one hit killed. In theory, oh no, I think I said last time I was... Did I say I was going to try the speed strat? I think I said I was going to try the speed strat on him. Do I go for it? Do I try? No, I'm not going to. I'm going to safe it. Yeah. This is so much more tense now that I know he can one-hit kill me. Like, the first time I did this, I didn't know until afterwards that that was something that could happen. Whereas now I have been one-hit killed by him. I'm actually so tense right now. Okay. I'm going to give myself more items. Healing. Healing sherry. Okay, I'm going to play this very carefully. Do I need to necessarily? No, but is it a good idea? Yeah. So I can stunlock these as long as I'm fighting them one at a time. In theory, anyway. So I'm just going to try and aggro these guys quite slowly. The upside is they take ages to walk over as well. So I can aggro multiple as long as they're spatially separated. And the time it takes them will... So yeah, reminder, these deal 2 sets of attacks, or 2 different attacks. One of them deals 2 damage, the other deals 1 damage. This works for me. I ideally don't want to fight near the rocks, because the rocks might... Actually, do I? I think maybe I want to clear out the rocks. Because I've got more... Yeah, I'm going to clear them out. Because I've got more than enough healing items. And, like, I will give myself more healing items if I run out. What I don't want is stuff in my way. I don't want to be in a position where I'm trying to fight something and OU auto-aim aims for one of these rocks. That would be an awful way to lose. This feels so incredibly wasteful. Like, this is something I would never do in actual Battle Infestation, but here I think it's the best. Okay, that's funny. I forgot how slow they are. Okay, let's... And I will knock this out of any animations it's currently in, so I'm currently safe. I would not be if there were any more enemies. Oh no, right now I'm gonna remain this side. Okay, 2 admirals. There's multiple other things. Okay, this where it's a little bit safer. I'm gonna hope I can de-aggro those admirals. Yep, okay. I'm going to need to clump safe these, because I can't really get them that unclumped. No, 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 heal, heal. I was spamming. Well, you can see. I just got caught there. Okay, we learned something. We learned about where I want to start that next round. I want to start it far south. That's good to know. Yeah, how's that for not speed stratting? Still got 32 seconds. I'm largely pointing this out to remind myself that speed strats aren't that worth it. And that if they're stromlings, I can get away with just charging a clump of them like I did just there. Like, that was, I think, 6 stromlings. I charged it, it was somewhere between 6 and 8. I know, it must have been 6. Back off. Oh, I got saved by the mech. Heal up, charge. No. This was going so well. Still pretty good. One mech spawns up here, yeah. Good time. Three? Oh no, mech. So that was last round. There's 3 down here. I think it's just good to roughly learn. I'm not gonna like put effort into memorizing it, but if I slowly pick up on it over time, that's good enough for me. That I got quite lucky with. That was actually meant to be a ground pound. And yeah, this is just quite a fast start for this. It's fine. It's going to be a record around 5 unless I mess up very badly. Record round 5. Like, by a good margin. What do I want to be? What do I want to be? I want to be over here. Okay, let's aggro. Strongly mech. There's a spiderling over there. But I shouldn't have to worry about that. I may have come in aggro range there. Amazed the spiderling saw me from that far, honestly. Okay, I'm going to... Oh, I wasn't paying very much attention to health there. It's worth noting. Whatever enemies. There's got to be 2 stronglings the other side. Yeah, okay. I need to de-aggro the spiderling. If I de-aggro the spiderling, take out the 2 stromlings, then go for the hammer stromling. Right, there we are. No, 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 no. I'm dead. I didn't even think there. I think that was a record round 5 there. Again, when I refer to records, this is in terms of me. Yeah, you can see why I had to create the new character for Smash 'em All, because you do get Smash 'em All fairly quickly in this challenge. Oh, good first round. One mech, 2 stromlings, I think. No. Okay, I did hit it, but evidently a little bit too late. Okay, I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna go full safe. This round is gonna be the round where I have no stupid deaths. Well, I mean, I could only have a maximum of 1 stupid death, but what happens if I play this as safe as I possibly can? I mean, realistically, what happens is I get bored, and then do something stupid. That's kind of what I expect will happen, but I want to see how long I can and will end up playing it safe for. So early rounds, playing it safe just means not aggroing too many stromlings at once. Later rounds, it gets a little bit more complicated. Playing it safe ends up entailing primarily attacking with jump attacks. You also see the jump attack appears to have some slight extra range because you saw I was able to hit the Stromling through the tree. I would not normally have the range to do that. Like if I were holding a spear, that would be fine. I think, actually, maybe it... I forget how much the game checks obstacles. Don't know how much detail I've tested that in. Again, I'm going safe. I'm pure safing it. Two mechs aggroed. And that's a little bit of a demo of what safing later in the game will look like. A lot of me running around in circles. King of Hull, I'm very scared about. Because I do have loops to kill apes. And like boss rounds with an ape, like those are feasible. The issue is just there's so much health, and if I'm too close at any point, and I'm also not 100% confident on the timing, so I probably will expect to lose my first King of Hell fight, which is going to be really sad because the first King of Hell fight will be a really good run. It'll be the first time I've made it there. Honestly, do I feel it's worth full safe in the early rounds? Only in the fact that it might get me in to like better habits in terms of safing rounds. Like I think overall this probably was a waste of time. The early rounds. But it just helps to remind me not to be stupid. Which is something I really need in these runs. One Stromling on the other side, maybe. Is there another Stromling mech that shouldn't be? Ah, there we are. Ow. Mech's gonna get close. I'm gonna aggro both of those, but I just want to get rid of that guy. There we are. Then I de-aggro remaining enemies. And save all of them. Well, when I say safe, I do count speed stratting how much Stromlings is safe. And it is so cool. I don't know what it is that's happening. I don't know if maybe the way I do it just happens to have precisely the right timing to cancel their attack sequence. Whatever it is, it works. I love it. That's going to go for one of those. I didn't need to heal up there. And I could have kept attacking there. It's gonna go for that. I can. And one more there. Okay, so finally getting back here a little bit more consistently now. Of course, this round isn't the or that round rather wasn't the one that's hardest. I'd say this round is probably the hardest at the moment. I don't like the lag spike when I heal. It's really, really annoying. Oh, I might know what that is. I think that's because I have too many cherries in my inventory. Just a theory, but I know... Okay, so maybe I should relog. Ooh, okay, I should be paying a little bit more attention. I wonder if that's related to the fact that when you use a healing cherry, it like applies an animation inside your inventory to all of them. It's going to be the run. The hammer stroming there, not being in the slightest bit confused I'm flying, more being confused that I don't spend more of my time flying. Given that it spends most of its time off the ground. I'm just trying to get it again. I mean, this does serve the additional purpose of luring the mech over, but... It'll be nice to have a consistent setup for achieving that. No. I'm sorry, what? So I ran back in because I thought I'd gotten far enough that it was going to... that was going to hit me with a long-range attack. And I was too far... That's somewhat ironic, actually. I was too fast to running away and safing. And because I was so fast at that, it meant that that it was at a different point in the sequence from what I'm used to. So, like, because I ran away too early, it was still finishing up the previous attack, where it would normally have been moving on to the next one. And therefore, when I checked to see what attack it was doing, it wasn't charging up. And so I assumed it was going to do a... it was going to do a long-range attack. That's quite funny. It's one of the worst deaths I've had. But it goes to show, yeah, most of challenges like this are just getting really good at knowing what the enemy's going to do. And how when that goes wrong, like, I instantly die. Like, when I break from a scheme that lets me predict exactly what's going to happen, I can no longer predict what's going to happen, and then I die. It is, as they say, a good way of living life. I just had a terrible moment where I was like, what if I'm not recording? I mean, regardless if I'm not recording, I've had a good time, but it does make the guy randomly talking to himself in his room a little bit weirder. The guy on campus is just vibing, talking to himself in his room. Not exactly safe at the moment. So I'm going to try something I thought about a second ago. Yeah. Okay, that's a strat. So what I did there was I ran past to get all of them to attack, but because I was running at full speed, I knew none of them would be able to hit me. But the fact that they just attacked means that they're all stunned. And so actually that turns what wasn't a great run into a significant... Oh, interesting. Yeah, that turns what wasn't a great run into a significantly better one than it would have been. I'm going to start over here because I'm edgy. Don't want to aggro the spiderling right now because that's the most likely thing to get a single damage on me. Most of the other stuff I can avoid just by running moving. I kind of assumed the spiderling would have been spawned around here. It wasn't, so it was all fine in the end, but... I remember being quite uncertain in life as to how much health each enemy had. It's kind of funny how I now know that almost instinctively for most enemies just because of the number of times I've faced most enemies in hardcore LU. Run. That was closer than I would like it to have been. Okay, I can heal. Okay, so what happened there was I realised but had already hit the first attack. And in the time it took me to do that one attack and to break out of the stun from that attack, I'd already been smashed. I am completely out of control. Okay, it's better. Let's group up and then test the strat. I failed the strat. Maybe I didn't, but I don't think they actually entered the animation. And so I don't think any of them were actually stunned. Ow. I wasn't paying enough attention to health there either. Like, it amazes me kind of how well I survived, despite the fact that actually it seems like at a lot of crucial times I'm somewhat unaware of my health. Like, I realistically should not survive as well as I do. Ow, I think yeah, I lost aggro on those too. Oh, those three, apparently. Oh no, those two. Okay, I should remember to relog after the next time I die. I think, yeah, it's just the 2 mechs this round. Okay. What happened there was I timed a ground pound slightly too late, and therefore landed and began normal attacking when I expected to be ground pounding. Again, somehow not a terrible time. Yeah, so that's one of the things which is nice to do if you can manage it there, if things turn out well enough for you. When going up and attacking stromlings on the steps, you can fairly often... Let's just keep health. You can fairly often get away with doing a ground pound like that on them, such that they only run, such they don't attack you because they've only just run into range. I kind of knew I was going to be out of range there, but for that last stromling, when I attempted to jump kick it, but there was no reason not to try. And still, this is, like, compare this to times on the first day. These are solid times. Nice. How is that still aggroed on me? Quite impressed by its persistence. Still? Like, I guess it was just right in the center, center north. Oh, careful, heal. Wow, that would be embarrassing. Oh, well. I was going to try and trigger that and get out of range, but instead I just triggered it and took the damage and didn't deal any of my own. So for anyone wondering why I run away after this attack, when the next attack is a ranged attack which will deal 1 damage, it's that if I don't run away, the next attack will not be a ranged attack, it will be a lunge attack, which will deal 2 damage and will therefore smash me. Yeah, I screwed up. I thought it was on 3 health. It was on 4. I really enjoy getting all these achievements when I know that like 90% of my gameplay has just been BoNS. Like, it's quite funny. Like, I'm literally just grinding one aspect of the game. Not even, like, the hard parts of it. Just the early rounds. Nearly continuously and getting that. Wow. You know it's good when your score is wave 1. I mean, okay, I say that glibly. I've had multiple, I think even today. Maybe not multiple today, but at least one today where he just didn't have a wave number because I didn't even make it through wave 1. This may be one of those, actually. It's looking very close to it. There we are. The prophecy, it came true. Interesting that that didn't cancel my attack. Two bottom corner, I guess. And yeah, I'm just going to call them the corners. You know what I mean. I could call them the intersections of the roughly radial paths between the inner and outer concentric circles, but corners seems easier. How about I don't get smashed by 3 stromlings? How about I maintain at least a little bit of a semblance of being good at this decade-old Lego game? Because that's obviously the most important thing. Oh, and I forgot to relog. Wow, I'm actually going to die. Oh, yeah. I realised that was not going to end well. And yeah, these are all, on the first day I would have said these are all pretty good. times for... Oh, this wave. Careful. Hello, we've got the spiderling. Do I attempt it? Honestly, I could. Yeah, let's go for it. This is very bold. Don't want to fight across the end. It's not worth it. I'm not going to go for that. That's too much of an uncontrolled scenario. When I say uncontrolled, I mean as in I can't predict exactly what will happen, and that's not actually because things are like unpredictable per se. It's more just it's terrain I'm not used to fighting on, and so I can't guarantee that I wouldn't get stuck somewhere. Okay, I've got a second mech on me. Interesting loop. I'm gonna die, but interesting loop. So I should be dead by now. They are. That's a really, really simple loop. So what was happening there was the rate at which walking backwards, basically, yeah, just the timings of walking backwards after attacking meant that, yeah, that I would trigger the web attack, but that I would be out of range by the time it played. Therefore, I could run in after the web attack, and damage would only be dealt to me as I ran. The damage that would be dealt to me would be if I got back in quickly enough. You could always guarantee it will be the single melee non-web attack, which would be the lunge attack, which would always deal 2 damage. I have 5 damage, and I can get 2 sets of attacks off in the time it takes for my for the healing cherry to cool down. Which has the lovely effect that I get down to 1 health and then can come back up again. Yeah, I know. I know you see me. But you'll forget about me shortly enough, so... And same again. You never saw me. Stromling's over here? Yeah. And 1 more mech. Good, that makes sense. I was wondering what the last enemy was. I feel for science I should attempt the speed strat. On Merkle Blotch, if I make it through this round. Ow. Actually, no. What just happened there just persuaded me not to do that. Okay, let's try this. We have a loop. I'm going back further than I would like. That was so risky. I'm so stupid. All I needed to do was use a healing cherry and that would have been fine. But I knew I probably could get 2 attacks off, but I wasn't 100% certain. I should have used the healing cherry earlier there. Oh, interesting. I made it far enough away. Wait, how am I used? Okay, I don't know. Something went weird there. I'm on more health than I should be. I should have run back in, but it's fine. Heal. Again, that was the classic still being attacking whilst I try and heal. Round 1 death. Honestly, that's pretty much as fast as I think it is possible to die. Passive Nimber Station, any percent, anyone? That wasn't too risky. It was a pretty good time. Not too disappointed by that. This is fine. Taking on street 3 Stromlings with 3 health should always be safe. Just because at least one of them shouldn't hit you. Pretty fast. Let's take out Mech first. Not Mech, Mech's the other end. Slow. Still a pretty darn good run. I could have ground pounded there and things would have worked out better, but I didn't. Like, 201 is solid. Alright, I'm going to call the next run that gets to Merple Blotch. That's runs... Oh, no, I know that won't work. It might in theory, but I don't think I could ever get it consistent enough. So no, I'm not actually going to try the Merkle Blotch speed strats. Like, in theory they're possible, and I'm sure someone could do them, but I don't want to try. It was an interestingly slow round, given that actually I did what I would have thought would have been quite fast for most of it. I still can't believe how early I made it through Murgle Blotch. Like one of those early rounds. Maybe I really should just literally cover up the timer. The thing is, I still know roughly how fast I'm going, and I know roughly what strats are and aren't available now. So I think it may genuinely be a case that me learning more strats and getting better actually is getting worse results. Like, I think I am objectively better at the fighting here. Or at least my peaks are better at the fighting. Like, I'm not as scared. My DPS is much higher. I'm not safing things. But on the other hand, I'm also not safing things. Which I should be. Like, I now take spiderlings out far more efficiently than I used to. And same with Stromling Mechs. Like, when I was starting this, I was fighting everything with the go by, kick like that strategy. Yeah, that was every single thing I fought. Oh, actually, this is kind of a good time. That's a surprise. But yeah, now I just don't really do that anymore. Lots of things I will do normal attacks, and normal attacks are far, far, far more dangerous. This says potential for being a good round 5 time. Potential for being a really good round 5 time. Don't like that spiderling. Sorry, that stromling. Set up. Okay, I messed that up. That probably could have been a record, but... Ooh, that's... I knew what I was doing there, and I knew I shouldn't have been doing it. Okay, what happens if I try and go back? So if I try and go back to old strats and just fight everything like this. Make a lot more use of the sideways kicks. And not do that. Let's retrain that skill. Because I've gotten more efficient at I've gone a lot faster at the early rounds. But I think that's making me worse at the later rounds. So let's get back into some good habits. Play a little bit more safely. So currently, what, wave 8, I think, is the... So wave 7's Murgle Blotch. I think wave 8 is just a recovery wave. And then wave 9, I've made it to and beaten twice. It's wave 10 I have yet to beat. Wave 10 is... So wave 9 introduces the new enemies. Wave 10 is where you actually... is where they are combined with Stromling Mechs. And last time I just clumped up way too many way too many pirates. I forget which side it was I ran to as well. That's annoying. Because I remember making a mental note at the time that the side I ran to was really bad. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread. Okay. This is not going terribly. Again, it's not fast because I'm, well, I'm not trying to go that quickly. I'm just trying to relearn the strats, which ironically I came in here with. Like, these were my first attempt, what I did. Annoys me I can't stand on top of that. Wow. Okay, that was actually kind of cool. I got a hit that I never would have been able to without standing on the Stromling Mex bullet. So you don't... Normally, like, I will fairly regularly stand on those, but normally it has no actual use. I mean, it didn't really have much use. Like, things would have gone the same, more or less, whether or not I'd stood on it, but like, it's at least a tangible difference. I did hit something I would not otherwise have hit. No. Remember, safing it. Safing it. Here, like, yes, that's fine. But time point as I'm trying to relearn safe strats. Might as well heal up. Because the thing is that safe strats here are actually riskier. Or when I say they're riskier, they actually involve me. Because the thing is, safe strats, you're more or less safe against any enemy. But the cool thing is that that's not just singular enemies that applies to. It also applies to multiple enemies. So, as long as you are properly safing, and have like a good area to safe, no number of enemies should really be able to hit you. I'm gonna speed strap now because down to 1, and I'm not going to pointlessly safe. But yeah, do I safe this spiderling? The thing is, I don't think I want to. I think with the spiderling, I want to actually take the time to get a little bit better with that new strategy. Because I think that actually has some promise if I can just get it consistent. That's going to shoot, yeah. So, okay. I need to learn to, when I only get a pair of hits off. Should be it. I need to learn that when I only get a pair of hits off, it is safe to get the final hit off and play a little bit more slowly. because it will, even if it begins, normally I like to be moving back by the time it begins the web attack animation, but even if it has, I'm actually still safe. Especially if I turn around. This will aggro the spiderling, so I'm going to need to run back the other way. But I just want to get that guy out of my way. Ow. I thought that's close. Ah, that's annoying. Keep moving. I'll be safe here, but... So yeah, more or less as a rule, as long as you're moving perpendicular to the line between you and an enemy, you're more or less, in LU, always safe. It's not true 100% of the time. I'm thinking, for instance, apes are the kind of obvious counterexample. Anything which does like AoE. So also dragons, for instance, but that goes as a pretty good general rule, I'd say. Okay, I'm going to de-aggro just to find out where this spiderling's origin is. I'm going to get a good line for the new strat. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I may have moved way too quickly. I didn't. Heal! Yeah. It's gonna... No, it didn't. Okay. I guess I would have been safe even if it had. No, I thought it was gonna web attack me. Hey there. Figure regenerating health now couldn't hurt. I guess technically I could be hit by a hammerstroming, but I didn't really plan on it. Okay, strats. Huh. Okay, let's redo this. Okay, good. Got the lunge attack. Got that. There we are. Okay. That's more or less what I want. And that, I think, now actually counts as a safe strat. Alright, so now the tension of Merkle Blotch. One false move, and I die. And the annoying thing is I also, like, if I had to pick an area to do this fight, it would not be here. There's too much other junk nearby, which, like, messes with the camera. And it's something like this, like, being in as much control as possible is obviously very helpful. I don't like that Merkle Blotch got close enough to actually activate the hammer attack there. Like, I know it didn't hit me, but the fact that it even activated scares me. I am significantly less tense now than I was previously, though, which is good at least. That was stupid. The thing is, I can't even claim her for science because I didn't actually find out. Oh no, no. Let's switch minifigure quickly. Let's just check if my theory is correct as to the source of the lag. If it is, then switching minifigure should fix things. Because I noticed in the past with when doing some stuff with spring shoes, I noticed a similar bit of lag, which only occurred more or less after I'd added a ton of items to my inventory. And so I suspect this may be an instance of the same thing. I may also have broken stuff by leaving right at the start of an instance. And so we may not find out today. Yeah, seems to have. Anyway, I was gonna call it basically after that. Anyway, so thank you all very much for watching. I've been Intro You. I'll see you around. Bye.